We are in San Martin, California, which for those of you that don't know, we're about 20 minutes south or so of San Jose, Silicon Valley, kind of halfway in between San Jose and Monterey in the south. And we're actually right on the eastern foothills of the Santa Cruz Mountains. So as the crow flies, we're only about 10 miles from the Pacific Ocean where our little vineyard sits. Yeah, I mean, the Central Coast is really well known for the Rhone varietals for the most part, dating back, into the late 60s, early 70s with Paso Robles and the Rhone Rangers and some of the stuff they were doing. But where we are, our flagship is definitely Cabernet. It's our most widely planted varietal that we have here. But we also have all 5 Bordeaux. We do have several Rhones, the Syrah, the Grenache. They do really well on our property, and we do some really cool, fun blends utilizing the Rhone wines. So while we consider Cab to be kind of our flagship, we actually have 18 different varietals on our estate and do lots of fun little small lot reserves and single varietal programs as well. Been with Clos La Chance now for just over 14 years, so I've been here quite a while. But before this, I bounced around a little bit, tried to explore a lot of different wine regions. I've made wine for Valley of the Moon up in Sonoma, Taz Vineyards down in the Paso Robles area, and then just before Clos La Chance, I was actually down in the Hunter Valley of Australia making wine, and that was a great experience to be able to see how they do it down under and see some of the varietals they work with and make wine down there is a lot of fun. Clos La Chance was started by the Murphy family back in the late 80s as a 3/4 acre Chardonnay vineyard in their backyard of Saratoga, and it was on a hobby basis. It was just for fun, but they quickly learned that a lot of their friends in the area, people that they knew, wanted vines in their backyard as well. So they started a business actually installing and maintaining backyard vineyards. And as they did this, all of a sudden their inventory of grapes started growing because the grapes needed a home. And so they started producing wine, and they started the Clos La Chance brand. And they had to make a decision in the mid 1990s to late 1990s as it grew and grew and grew. Was this a hobby or was it a full-scale winery and wine business? And that's when they found the location here in San Martin and decided to just jump in and go full on and join the wine business and grow along with it. We're always exploring and trying to see if there's something new that makes sense for us out there. But we have such a focus on our core brand and the sustainability side of things and the family owned. And we have the as you mentioned, the great event space here that we can utilize and kind of create the old world feel, but with sort of a modern touch on it. So we definitely have the focus to where we want to utilize the event space that we have here and bring people out to this beautiful winery and sit on the wine and still produce the elegant Central Coast style, but really high quality wine down the market as well. Clos is French for a fenced in area. It's often referred to as a vineyard, and the Murphys always say that Clos was their first Chardonnay vineyard that they had in their backyard. And then La Chance is the owner's, Brenda Murphy, that's her maiden name. So it kind of tied the two together and gave it a nice little ring to it. They have 2 daughters. Cheryl was our sales and marketing manager for over 15 years. She has since moved on and actually started her own alcohol distribution company. So she's no longer working. But Kristen still is here on a day-to-day basis. She's the vice president, runs all of the direct-to-consumer, wine club, tasting room, events, kind of that whole other side of the business for me. It's really cool to be a part of an actual multi-generational family winery.